Hey, what's up guys? Jed here. Calories, calories, calories. Should you count them or just eat healthy? Good question. Let's talk about it. But before we get into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you stay up to date whenever I post a new video. By the way, if you are a non-believer of counting calories, then feel free to click off this video, because this video is mainly directed to those who do believe in counting calories in order to lose weight. But before doing so, I still highly suggest that you at least stick around for a little bit and hear what I have to say, because I still want to educate if you are willing to listen. So should you count calories if you're trying to lose weight? Well, as always, my answer is going to be yes and no. Again, the reason I say that is because it depends on what you're willing to do. I also want you to understand that counting calories is pretty hard. It's pretty darn hard, man, and I'm fully aware of that. Especially if you are someone who's lazy, then of course the process of counting calories is going to be hard. As I've said in previous videos, if you want to count calories effectively, you need to invest in a food scale. That is the only way you can get the most accurate idea of how many calories you're consuming. And so when you don't use a food scale, then it's going to be really difficult to determine whether you are eating too much or too little. Now here's the thing, a lot of people that don't believe in counting calories are in denial. As insulting as that might sound, it's true. And if that offends you, then I apologize, but I'm going to continue to defend the act of counting calories. For that alone is what I did in order to lose weight in my personal journey. So for someone to say that counting calories doesn't work if you're trying to lose weight, then it's like saying what I did to lose weight never happened, and that there might be something deeper that I'm not telling you, which is most definitely not the case. I like to be absolutely transparent with the people that I'm speaking to. I literally have a 30-day intermittent fasting journey series, which you can watch here on my channel, where I still count my calories even while doing intermittent fasting. And if that alone doesn't convince you, then to be honest, I don't know what else to say. A lot of people still count their calories to this day and are getting results because of it. And there are also people who don't count calories and are still getting results as well, because they are able to control their food portion sizes based on what they see. Like, let's say you and I ate an apple today, and that was it. Would I need to count it as part of my calories for the day? Well, since that's something that I do personally, regularly, then yes, I would count it for the day. But if you're someone who doesn't count calories and can just give a wild guess on how many calories you got for the day from that apple, then more power to you. Go ahead and do that. Some people might say that form of tracking isn't really counting calories, when in reality, it actually is. See, whenever I say that you should count calories, that doesn't mean you have to physically write down everything, memorize everything, and measure it with a scale. You don't need to do that. And I'm talking about you specifically as an individual. If you don't want anything to do with all that, then don't do it. It's as simple as that. This is also why I say over and over again that people need to experiment when trying to lose weight. If I told you that all you needed to do if you wanted to lose weight was just count your calories, then take the advice and try it out for yourself. But don't disagree just because you didn't make any progress. Because unless you diligently do your independent research, there is always going to be someone who knows better than you, not just through knowledge, but by experience as well. Alright, so I feel as though I've talked enough about calorie counting, so now let's move towards people that claim that you don't need to count calories in order to lose weight. But there's one thing I want you to do before we get into that. Don't talk about any weight loss doctors, about any nutritionists or whatever that said this and that said that. I understand that those people have gained years of knowledge through their education, but you are not them. Anyway, is it possible to lose weight without having to count your calories, aka just eating healthy? Of course it is, but most people don't know how or always get it wrong. Eating healthy can most definitely help you lose weight, but there's also such a thing as having too much of something healthy. Yes guys, that does exist. So let me sort of paint you a picture to help you better understand what I'm talking about. So what's considered healthy? Let's just take a banana for example. It's healthy and it's high in potassium, right? Go ahead and take a wild guess on how many calories are in one banana. Got your answer ready? So according to Google, one banana is approximately 100 calories. Was your guess pretty close, pretty far, point is, there was no way that you were ever going to be able to guess that correctly unless you measured it with a food scale, or you were just lucky. But of course, you can just simply try to eyeball it, since of course all bananas are relatively the same size, right? Wrong. It's always going to be different. So if Google says that one banana is approximately 100 calories, what if you're someone who needs 2,000 calories a day to stay at the weight you're at right now? Well, if you did the math, that's about 20 bananas. Now here's the logic. If you want to lose weight, eat 19 bananas. And if you want to gain weight, eat 21 bananas. I know it sounds like such a silly example, but believe me, that's as easy and as simple as it gets. You get the idea. Of course, that's not really a realistic diet, but you know what I mean. So if people were able to tell how many calories something is without having to use a food scale and having to go through this whole calorie counting nonsense, then yes guys, no one in the world would need to count calories if they wanted to lose weight. Last point, intermittent fasting, keto, and all that good stuff. Intermittent fasting just tells you when and when not to eat while still being in a caloric deficit. Keto, it's basically just a diet where you have less carbs, and when you have less carbs, that means less calories. When you have less calories, that equals weight loss. So, going back to our first question, should you count calories or just eat healthy in order to lose weight? You can do both, guys. It's not that hard. Just choose what you want to do, which one you think is easier, which one you think is going to get you there faster. Do what you got to do. But again, if you want to ask me, count your calories. That's my opinion. It's worked for people that I've trained, and it's worked for people that I am still training today. If you don't want to do that, don't do it. That's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out this video right here where I talk about how to lose weight, where I go more in depth on how to lose weight. Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to leave a like and comment down below letting me know, what do you guys think about counting calories? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.